It always amazes me that it works every time I hit the button.
What?
Well, I hit the button and we're there. We're on the screen. It's like magic.
Is this magic?
Magic.
Are you telling me that we are live?
We are live.
Well,
Yeah.
hello.
That was a
Sorry
little
if I just woke the baby up.
that was a little loud.
Sorry
If
about that.
anyone in the stream, if you're watching, can you let me know how my levels are? Because Cammy keeps saying I'm quiet.
I mean, I wish that wasn't the case because I wish you were more quiet, but
Whatever.
I want people to hear what you have to say.
We have a lot to say today. We haven't been on in 2 weeks, mainly because I built a whole new media desk in my man cave slash garage, and yeah, it's a mess again. I'll be honest. It becomes a honey trap for garbage and crap, and I'm trying to build another 3D printer because the first one I got a couple weeks back stopped working. So it's still in the box there. I haven't put it
Why don't
together
you
yet.
show our viewers your beautiful craftsmanship? Can you turn your camera?
I don't know if I can.
Oh, you know what I bet would happen is if you move that camera, the whole fucking thing falls apart.
Don't even start. That is not cool. That is not funny. And we have Darren Ganji watching. Thank you for letting me
Hi,
know
Darren.
that it works good. As some of you know, we had Darren on the podcast 3 weeks ago now.
Our highest viewed broadcast. I wonder why.
I wonder why. We had the one and only Darren Ganji joining us in the studios.
The Silver Fox.
The Silver Fox. Also, I want to. So before we go any further, I've got a new wheelbase, and it is thanks to Darren Ganji who sorted it out. Yeah,
What did you get, Mike?
I got a SIMRACING Alpha.
Ooh.
So I'm just gonna grab something here. I'll show you my old wheelbase. I should have left it over there, but it's over here. Ugh.
Don't blow your back out, Mike.
Ah,
Come on.
man,
And thanks for no crack today.
No crack today. So there's my old OSW. The thing is massive. It is heavy. It is, but you know what? It did me well for what 5, 6 years. Can't complain. It actually worked. It's flawless.
That's a beast.
It's it's heavy.
Now go
It's
pick up the other one and show it.
it's mounted to the rig. I've
Oh,
already mounted it.
and your camera can't move.
You know what though? I took pictures.
Oh,
I took
perfect.
pictures.
Did you clean your rig before you took your pictures?
You know what I'm gonna say? So far, I love about the SIMRACING compared to my OSW. So the OSW had two massive cables that came off it.
Yeah. It looks like something that would connect to like an aircraft or something.
I have a USB cable and a power cable now.
Cable management.
Total cable. It's you know what? And my rig's
But
probably 40 pounds lighter.
but you know what? There's something to say about those huge ass connectors because to you and me, they're like kind of a pain in the ass, right? Because they're big and it's those huge gauged cables but to the person who doesn't know what they're looking at and they walk in and they look at that thing, they go, "What the? Where's the flux capacitor?" You know what I mean? Like they just don't, it looks evil when it's sitting in there. And if you point to it and you go, "This thing can break your wrist," they don't even question it just because of the size of the cables going into it.
Yeah.
It's like looking at a car with one exhaust pipe and a car with four,
It's yeah. It was big. It has been on that rig for quite a few years.
And but it's been a very proven and really good wheel for you all these years.
I've never had an issue with it. You know, the only thing I've ever had issues with is the actual button plates I've had. Other than that, I've never had an issue. You know, and it's going to one of the guys in our group. Eric. Eric bought it off me. Yeah, he got a great deal
Yeah.
on it. So
Man, if you're a member of our racing league group, you could become a very lucky individual by being able to get
my
incredibly priced hand-me-downs.
my hand-me-downs.
Your hand-me-downs are legendary, Mike. I mean, I have a pair of Husqvarna pedals down here. I have a SimLab. Great. I mean, I can't say enough, SimLab. Thank you very much. This digital dash that I'm running, I love it, man. I mean, that's a matter of fact, I wish I didn't have to see any of the gauges on my display when I'm actually racing because I primarily use that. Oh, look at
There's the SIMRACING.
yeah, that's a really beautiful piece of hardware right there, Mike. It looks really nice.
You know what? It surprised me. I'm gonna say this. It surprised me. It is. Yeah, it does the job very nicely.
It's most likely I would consider it being probably the newest of the direct drives that came out, like the Alpha.
Like the Alpha, and then also
I know the M10's been around for like a year or so, or maybe more, but
I'll display it on the rig here.
why don't you just put it over my face?
Why would I do that? What happened here? What's going on here? Oh, we don't want that.
We don't want to see any of those pictures, Mike, please.
Oh. We need to do a tuning set. Yes, we do, Darren. I've got a very nice base setup now for F2. I like a heavy wheel, but even yesterday I found it a little too heavy, so I just turned down it in game, and it was I could feel everything. I still can't. The only issue I had, like on my OSW, you hit a curb, you really felt it, like you knew you're hitting a curb. And so far with the Alpha, all I have to say is I hit a curb and I hear, you know, it's.
So that sounds like
it.
smoothing. That sounds like a smoothing
I have it turned
feature.
right down. Like I have it turned right down.
But in the game, in the sim, you might be able to go even into negative. Because I know in RF2 there's a smoothing and there's a force multiplier. So I always found that removing the smoothing or maybe even going into the negatives. I don't know if it allows you to go negative on the smoothing, but like on my sim experience, I get that feedback that you're talking about, where I get that really hard. Like if you're going over a rumble strip, I mean, you feel it tick, 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 tick.
Yeah.
But it's even too much for me. So I actually add like a value of like 2 or 3 to my smoothing in RF2 just to, and what I'm imagining and if visually is a peak, like a triangle peak. And then when you smooth it, you're just rounding the top of that point at the very top.
Like, well,
So
no,
it's
it's
not
there.
as,
It's there. Like you can feel it's there. It's just the intensity's not there.
I think Ganji knows some people that are really well versed in tuning these things, and maybe he'll be able to share some of their information with us so that we can help you and others
Yeah.
know where to get the best information from.
So there it is on the rig. Where's that picture
Do you
there?
ever do you ever hear of an app called YouTube?
Yeah, I have. I think we're on it.
Well, they have a lot of videos on there, Mike.
So
I
there's
just, you know what? Actually, on the alpha, you don't have very many
no, there's not
videos.
yet. So I've actually started. I've recorded my unboxing. I've had it on for about a week. I've got about maybe 4 or 5 hours into it. 5 hours racing on it now. So I'm putting together a video, my impressions of it, and hopefully I'll have it ready for next week on our show, and we can play it during our show. Um, but and then there it is. I've added, as some of you know, I got rid of a seat off my rig because I literally cannot race in it anymore. It was too painful. Like I would last 30 minutes. So I got out of the race seats and I went and got a seat from an
If I
RX-8.
if I if I had to if I had to have your ass on my
Yeah,
face for that many years, I would give up on you too, buddy.
it was painful. So it made it
That,
unfun to drive.
that poor seat. Oh
So
my.
I went. We what is it? We have auto wreckers here, and I deal with them through my work all the time. And I asked him, "What do you have for a nice sport bucket seat?" And he's like, "I have a Mazda RX-8 seat. If you're interested." And I'm like, "How much?" And he's like, "For you, Mike, $45
Oh, that's
Deli-
good.
delivered."
Yeah, because you work in the auto industry,
Yeah,
right?
I'm
So
I'm a par- I'm a parts manager for a dealership group.
mhm.
So yeah. So I got, as you can see, there it is in the picture there.
They're yeah.
Some magic on there and
Actually,
everything.
it's a good looking
It's
seat, Mike.
it's a comfy seat, yeah. So
Now,
uh,
does it now? Did that seat originally have electric
no, it
adjusters?
was it was all manual.
So lumbar and stuff like that, you
It's
can
got
you
it's
can.
got lumbar back support. It's got, I can tilt the angle of the base, and I can tilt the back, and I can slide. It comes with sliders, everything, and
I'm gonna do the same thing, man. Like this thing that I got. My wife was so generous a few Christmases ago, and when she got me this original rig, I kept the seat off of it, and I sold the rig. And I kind of wish the seat disappeared with the rig because I'm this thing's got like wires sticking out of it, not like sticking out, but I can feel them in there,
yeah.
and and I never had that problem in a real car. So
No, it was nice. I literally, it took me a couple days to get it in because it had brackets on it from mounting it to the actual car. So my neighbor Josh next door was one of my best friends. He's got all the tools, so we sat there and we grinded off all these brackets. And
it'd be so awesome to put like power to it so that you can actually. And if it had seat heaters, you can flip those bad boys on.
I was gonna go for a power seat, but
You're
because
like
of the motion,
racing. You're like racing, and then you're just like
me, it's just like
fall asleep because
it's
it's like
like.
vibrant. Gotta like a you got like a massager. You got a massager in there, and you're like falling asleep while you're racing.
So my neighbor Josh, he helped me grind off all the tabs, and we just mounted it to the extrusion. I was
You
gonna
have a
go
neighbor,
power.
Josh. I have a neighbor, Josh, too.
Yeah, he's actually the one who helped me. Josh literally built my desk for me. He's a carpenter by trade.
Oh,
So,
so you just sat and watched.
oh, no, I helped. Yeah, put that there and that there and that there. I'll paint it afterwards. I'm
It
not
looks
gonna lie.
nice, Mike. It
You
looks
know, and it's sturdy.
it's strong, huh?
I got some new LED lighting in the garage in the man cave. I got some hue lights. I can go, hey Alexa, turn the garage red.
You don't have one of those neighbors that you're not really close with, but they're like always kind of like, what is going on over there? Because right now it looks like Las Vegas inside your
Right
garage, you
now,
know?
it's the red district in
Can
Vegas.
you, hey, can you tell the lights to do like strobing different colors?
I think you have to set it up.
Why don't you just try it? Just yell at it.
Alexa, turn the lights rainbow.
Ah, gotta
Stupid
program
Alexa.
that.
Fucking Alexa. She's so useless. She's.
I have
But
a, I have a.
what's cool, I do have an app with it where, so if I'm racing, the lights will actually oscillate with what's on the screen.
Why don't you have it? You know how they have rev limiter lights?
Oh, I
You
wonder if
know,
I could
like
do that. I wonder
yeah,
if I
because
could.
I have,
I
because I
wonder if I
have
could
that on.
do that. But I
I
race
have
in
that on
VR, so I
my.
wouldn't even see it. I
Oh,
wouldn't even see it. It would
yeah,
look cool though.
because I have that on the SimLab
Can you
dash.
imagine that?
I
It's like
have
green,
it
green, 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 blue, 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 and then all of a sudden the whole room starts flashing
the
red.
whole yeah.
That would be fun. That would be a
That'd
lot
be
of fun.
great. That would be great.
So what have we missed in the last 2 weeks?
Well,
So I
I
got my.
missed you, Mike. I
I
missed you most of all.
Yeah, I know. I know. I'm just look at his face.
Oh.
I got a baby's face. So few big things have come up. Electronic Arts has bought or taken over Codemasters.
Well, that was a while ago, wasn't it?
It was 2 weeks ago. It became official, I think, on the 18th.
Oh, okay. There was something else too. I just saw somebody else.
Yeah,
Oh, Carcraft.
Motorsport Games took over Kartcraft.
Yeah, and who are they a part of? They're part of a bigger group too. They're the ones.
Aren't they the
I
ones that are
just.
trying to do the new British Touring Car Championship?
I don't know. Hang on. Carcraft. You know what's funny is I downloaded Carcraft when it first came out, and like I've never raced. I mean, I've raced like indoor karts,
Yeah,
but never like a shifter kart or 100cc, whatever. And the steering was like so like just
yeah,
so twitchy that, and I was in one of those moods where I wasn't really like into like trying to have to figure everything out and trying to get it all set up right. So I just kind of shut it and never even went back. And not too long ago, I think a couple weekends ago, we tried out the carts on R Factor.
yeah. Who won that race?
Oh, I guess you did, probably, because you're just so cocky right now. Look at you. Anyway, oh, I like that little pillow thing you got
Oh,
up
thanks for
there.
the follow, Marcel.
Marcel, we'll just hello Marcel.
We'll just call him Marcel.
Um, so
Marky
we
Mark for
ended
short.
up we anyway. So I was working with one of our buddies who's a carter, and he walked me through Cole. He walked me
Darren
through.
Ganji, look at him spinning. This is the good one. This is the best one, Darren.
You need a cat. You need a
I do
white
need a
cat.
cat.
You need a hairless cat. So anyway, he and I went on there, and he showed me how to kind of like set up the chassis on the cart, and you came on, and we kind of shared those tips with you, and then we all ended up doing a kart race. Well, that got me thinking, $1 billion.
$1 billion.
So I ended up going back onto Kartcraft and trying it out again, and it looks great. It sounds really good. Um, Again, the track selections are very little. I
Yeah,
don't know if
the
there's.
track selection, they're not big. And I think it was just a small group. I think it was only a small group, like 4 or 5 guys building it. They've been building it for like 4 or 5 years now.
Well, they
So
just put a release out for it, so a whole new tire model and performance update,
yeah,
and I think they added a new cart to it. But I went on it the other day, and I was, again, I'm not a carter, so I was trying to get the cart to. It was still too twitchy for me, so I know I have to do some work on the wheel. But It was pretty fun. So it was like almost in succession, right? So we did the carts on R Factor, and then it made me think, oh yeah, I have Cartcraft. Tried Cartcraft. Right when I tried Cartcraft, all of a sudden they announced an update, and then like a week after the update, they announced that they got bought by another development group.
Well, I'd like to. It'd be nice to see what they do with it. I hope they start adding and do a little more features. Cause it doesn't even have online yet, does it?
No, it doesn't, and
It
that's
does
like
not.
the one thing I was
Yeah,
like, what is going on here? Like, how can they not have that going yet?
I'm more interested to see what EA is going to do with Codemasters. I know they really wanted Codemasters for the F1 license.
Well, of course, yeah. I mean,
You know,
that's an amazing.
if you want to change your tires. you know. Oh, you want to make a wing adjustment? That's $4.
I
You
don't know
know.
if I have any Codemaster Sims.
I
Um,
have the F1s and I have Dirt Rally and stuff like that.
I never got any of the
And,
F1s by EA. Once a long time ago I got it. Oh, I did have F1 2012 I'm looking at, but
yeah.
never tried it. Never even let me click on it. Let me see how much I played. Zero, it says.
I just hope
Um,
they bring in VR. That's the one reason I haven't played it. Like
oh,
it was on like $5 sale, so I bought 2021 or whatever, or 2020. And I bought it. I tried it in screen. I just couldn't do it. You need the depth perception to be able to race those cars.
I don't know if this makes me a piece of crap or not, but I don't like the new F1 cars. I'm just not a fan of them. It's like the sound is gone, the DRS, the curves, the
They've gotten
engine
a sound.
management,
Uh,
it's just too much. Like
just go
I mean,
back to a basic car.
Mario Kart, baby.
The 221 version of by EA spawned Simbin. Yeah, and then look where Simbin is now. Waiting for the new GT3 kart game to come out. Uh, yeah,
Then been
I've been
yeah,
checking that. I've been checking that Sinbin Discord, and it's dead. There's nothing going on.
they created a
Yeah, the
GT
GT
mod
mod
that
turn
turned
in
it
GT.
into the
Yeah,
GT.
yeah, which is probably one of the best games out there.
Well, yeah, and the thing is that it puts money into it, because
Yeah,
then they have a bigger budget. So if they have the right people in place and they're the ones that are, and if they're not getting too controlled by, because again, EA's money pit is console, so that's really what they're developing for. Cartcraft, and let's see if there's some news here. Yeah, February update. They had an overhaul, and I don't see any mention on their page for their new acquirement.
which one for
But
CarCraft?
for
It's
Cartcraft, yeah.
yeah,
But I'll tell you what, it looks so good,
it does. Yeah,
and
it's
I haven't had my VR on in a while, so I hear that the VR is pretty good too. It
so
looks good.
basically they've Motorsport Games has acquired Black Delta, but Delta is it's basically like EA owning Codemasters, right? They're just part of the group or the umbrella. So
Conglomerate.
yeah, Black Delta is still working on the game, you know. So they
Yeah,
got
they
to do
just got more
tires. Yeah,
investment, and now they
yeah,
and now they owe more money back.
yeah.
They had to split up the money that they end up making on it, but I think they got a great platform. I think there's going to be a lot of users once they turn on multiplayer. I mean, because that's everything, really. You know what I mean?
Uh,
The AI guys on this kart sim are so much better than me.
it's
I
not hard.
suck.
Karts are a different animal. Everyone's like, "Oh, it's just a go kart." Yeah, you have to get in. You have to get in a right rhythm in those cars.
Yeah, we have a few Carters in our group in our league, and we have Calvin Chen and Cole Parker and um, those guys, you know, love it, and they talk about how close it is to racing what like an Indy car or a Formula One car because the acceleration,
The
the
braking.
grip levels, all that stuff is very comparable. Matter of fact, that's why all the pro drivers try to keep physically up with their agility and stuff like that through karting.
There's been a lot of updates for Automobilista. Sorry, I said of course Competizione lately.
Yeah, they did a British racing pack, which I think gave
Yeah,
no new cars, but new skins,
new
new liveries,
skins, new tracks.
new skins. Yeah, a couple new tracks, like 3 tracks, I think, Snetterton and Brands
And Donington.
and Donington.
Yeah,
I always liked Donington.
I
You know
like
what?
Donington, but I
I
don't like the hairpin. I like the chicane, the shorter. Yeah, it is a mini F1 car, Darren. I'll agree with you.
well, you know what the at Donington, I really liked it until they took out that overpass thing with the blue flame rocket thing. Remember, it was like a land speed record holder.
Oh yeah.
What was that thing? That
What was it
was
called?
it was called the blue something or other. But anyway, that land speed record car was always up and above the track, and I always liked looking at that as I drove underneath it. And it's gone now.
It's
I don't
no
know why they
longer
took it.
there.
I don't know why they took it down. You know what they say? I think Barber Motorsports Park. I think their park is pretty weird too because it's got like weird sculptures around the track,
Yeah.
and they have a female hanging from an overpass on the track. Did you ever hear of that?
No.
I'm going to show you this. Hold on. Barber Motorsports Park. And then let me look at the images here. Maybe I can just send you the link. Here's
Where you sending it?
I'll send it through Facebook.
I'm waiting.
I know, I know.
I'm waiting. Uh,
There's that picture, and then that's one of the sculptures that they have.
oh yeah.
And then they have
In
where's the woman
Alabama.
hanging? Where's the woman that hanging from the bridge? Race track. It was really creepy, dude.
Did you find it yet?
No, I don't know.
No.
I'll find it somewhere. But it's a trip, dude. It's like, why would they do that?
Why not?
It's kind of creepy, dude. It was like a mannequin hanging from an overpass, and it's like, why would you have that? I don't know. I'll find it somewhere. I swear it's not something I dreamt.
I don't know. It probably is.
Um, what else is going on? So we're dipping back into RF2. I still love R Factor 2. I know our league is getting ready to start up our next weekend, so we got quite a few drivers signed up. That's going to be a lot of fun,
I really
and
need to set
we'll
up
be
this
racing
base.
DTM.
So I've come to the conclusion. So I've been having an issue with motion
Oh,
in VR, and I need to do motion cancellation now with the D box because every
what
time
does
I go,
that
so
what does that
basically
mean?
literally, if I go into a corner, so say I'm going into a left, turning right in the rig, and the rig will lean like this. It literally puts me like this in the car. So the wheel's over here.
Oh,
Yeah.
but why? So it's not track
Oh no,
your VR's
it's
not.
no, the VR is tracking perfect. That's the issue. So you literally, I'm gonna buy it's called a Vive tracker. It looks like a little claw, and you put it right on the back of your rig, right by your head, right? You mount it up there, and that acts as a base point. So what it does is the motion compensation will actually. So if I go like that in the
Oh, your
car,
view in the car will change.
the view in the car stays the way it should be, and it doesn't launch me out into the rear door, into the door. So yeah, it was bugging me last. So it means I have to turn down the motion a bit uh, for R Factor 2. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
till I get that. So hopefully that'll be here this week. New seat, new wheel. I'm waiting on Darren Ganji to send me my GT4 wheel.
Oh, dude, that'll be so awesome. I'm so looking forward to seeing that. I found it, by the way, Mike. You got to show people this.
That's a redirect notice. What are you sending me to here? There's nothing there. Oh, Jesus.
Do you see it?
Yeah. Well, I seen the Sasquatch too.
Can you
It's
put that
going
up
out
on the
tomorrow.
screen?
It's go. Yes, we have. To Mike. That Mike 604. That guy gets all the cool shit. I'm just gonna drive over his house and beat him.
No way. Are you
Yeah.
getting a new wheel in 3 weeks?
Yeah. I know it's going to Mike Sim Racing 604.
Oh, so
Who
it's
we
staying within
so
the Canadian
so,
network.
so it's going to him to test, and then it's coming to me afterwards, and I gotta wash it to get all this sweaty, greasy paws off it. You know.
Yes, yes, you gotta Clorox wipe your wheel when you get that. Not that Mike's a dirty dude. I'm just talking
No.
about pandemic shit.
Yeah, we know. Better
Mike's
disinf-
awesome.
better disinfect that crap before he sends it to me.
Can you put that picture up, please, for
I'm
the
doing
people
it
to
right
see
now.
the hanging lady over the racetrack, so that people don't think I'm absolutely nuts?
Why would they do that?
That's what I'm saying. Because the guy's weird. The guy who owns that racetrack. Well, yeah, put it up there. You can see there's a lady hanging from underneath the bridge, and that's an overpass. That's an Indy car passing under that thing. And when they go under, her dress blows. Is that crazy? Can you
That's
zoom
insane.
in on it? No.
I cannot zoom in. Can I? Can we make her bigger?
I guess you don't have to. I
There she
zoomed
is.
in.
There she is.
Is that ridiculously crazy or what?
That's a
Like, I
little
mean,
insane.
but I think it's cool that certain this is the guy who owns a racetrack, and he's like, hey, I'm gonna have some fun with this. It's crazy.
Oh man.
I guess we're all nuts, kind of.
So what else we got going on? What else? We've got so much stuff that's happened. Well, not to be fair, not a real lot's happened in the last 2 weeks. Sim racing news wise. There's
Oh,
a lot.
I went to go take a trip to Tennessee,
Oh
and
yeah,
I got that didn't work out.
that didn't work out so well.
I tried to go to Tennessee last Tuesday, and my flight got canceled after I went through security. You should have seen me and the wife trying to go and get our bags off the airplane. Plane's leaving in 20 minutes, and we're like, "Go get our bags, please!" But luckily, like a few minutes before they taxied out, they were able to get it. But yeah, so I'm going again this Tuesday.
This Tuesday?
Yeah, this Tuesday I'm going to go, and I think we fly back
Oh, Road
Friday or
America's coming to
Saturday.
Race Room.
What is
Road America's
Road
coming to Race Room.
America?
Yes.
Oh,
So Race Room's put out a lot of new content lately.
it's
Um,
weird how these sims go in. It's almost like there's a grand orchestrator that's going, okay, guys, we're all in the sim racing world. Okay, we're all trying to share our piece of the pie. So, okay, R Factor, you go first. They put out a couple tracks. They put out some endurance, and then it goes away.
Hey,
Automobilista too. Well, they're like updating all the time, right? So they're like, okay, now you go, and then
ATT,
that
it's
kind
your
of shifts.
turn. ECC, let's bring out the British GT pack. Yeah,
Quick, okay, there's a gap. Cartcraft, you know.
it's like they sit there at a table, all of them meet once a week. Okay, we're releasing this on Tuesday. Hey, fine, well, we'll release this on Wednesday, and then you know, and then ACT's like, well, you know what? Screw you all. I'm gonna do it on a Friday when everyone's home for the weekend.
And Codemasters was like, "Urgh," and EA was like, ah,
For
we'll just
$1.99, for
we'll just
$1.99, we'll
buy
release on Sunday.
we'll just buy you.
Jeez, we could do this all day long, just making fun of stuff. We have 4 viewers. Who's new in here? Mike Smith in there? Mike Smith, send my wheel. I think we have more than 4 viewers. I think it's just the ones off Twitch. I think there's more on YouTube as well.
I never see him.
So, speaking of Race Room, I've had nothing but issues for the last month trying to get this game to work, and I couldn't figure it out. And you know me, I will literally stay up for hours trying to fix something.
It's usually why you end up taking a nap about 20 minutes after our broadcast.
True.
And your
Like,
nap,
I
it's
went
actually
to
it's like a
bed.
6-hour nap.
I went to bed at what 3:30 last night. 6:45. I'm like, I'm up. I wonder if Mike's up. Let's message Mike.
How about let's not? You know what's the worst? You know what's the worst is I fall asleep and I have a Fitbit,
Yeah.
and my Fitbit's on my wrist. If I fall asleep with it, it's synced to my phone. So whenever there's like a text message or anything that comes through, it vibrates, right? And you know the guys in the UK, you know the guys on Exile, they start their little messaging thing at like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning,
Our time.
and yeah, and I'm asleep, and all of a sudden it's like this thing wakes me up. But yeah, it was you this morning.
Do what I do. You were already up. What are you talking about?
Hmm.
You were already up.
We went to bed early last night, me
Yeah, I
and
kind
my
of
me
figured
and my
because I sent
lady.
you a message at like what 12:30, thinking you'd be up. Six
Dude,
hours,
good
six
luck.
bloody hours. I've been working on this.
Good luck. I used to be able to stay up until midnight all the time. Like it was like my favorite time to be doing stuff, like computer
And
stuff and
that's the thing.
everything.
I usually don't stay up late anymore. I'm an old man. I'm like Darren Ganji old almost.
Dude, adulting, it sucks. It really does suck.
I need to win the lotto
Genji.
so I could just go. I'm not going to do it today. I'm just going to stay in my pajamas all day.
You could.
I could. Imagine show up to work. Hey now. We all want to be. See, he's got one thing on us that Ganji's got one thing on me and you. He's got fucking hair.
That
He's got hair.
he's got he's a hairy mofo.
He's the gray fox.
He's a gray fox.
He should do a skin for his because Darren's gonna race in our league. He should do like the gray fox livery on his DTM car.
I think because we're talking about doing teams too. So I was gonna say, is there's a way that do we know somebody who has skin skills to be able to make some
I know
yeah.
you guys, yeah.
So I just want my face on the hood, you know.
I could do it. I could put out both our faces.
No, I don't want your face on my
Oh
car.
no,
I want my own face
so
on my car.
I'm gonna put my face on the hood of my car.
Uh-huh.
So when I come up behind you, you're just gonna see this.
I know I'll have to get out of the way because that usually means that you're gonna take me out.
Yeah, well, it's all fun and games until Cammy gets in my way.
That's why I'm practicing so hard, so I'm so far ahead of you that
Yeah, well, I'm getting on the rig today. I gotta fine tune this thing, so I think
so full of shit. You're so full of shit.
I think the wife made me breakfast. I'm gonna eat breakfast first.
Dude, that ice cap that you're drinking right now has a peak of about 40 minutes, okay? So you're already 20 minutes in, dude. After 20 more minutes, you're crashing hard,
Oh
buddy.
man, you know what?
You're going down like a plate of nachos.
I'm gonna I'm gonna go get a couple monsters. How's that? You know, I'm gonna get a monster and a Red Bull. I'm gonna mix the two. Okay.
Don't do that. Don't do
And
that.
I'm
I heard do you ever
I'm
see those Altoids?
I'm gonna have wings and I don't know what monster does.
Can you go
What's
get your wife real quick? I need to talk to her. I need to make sure she has a defibrillator in the house. Ready to go. Charged. Ready to go.
You just hear me gurgling in the mic while we're racing.
And you start racing better. That would be really weird.
Heart attack. Ah, what is that? The Simpsons where he's having a heart attack and he's like, "Okay, I'm good." Homer.
That was Carol Shelby.
Yeah. Yeah, Cal Shelby drove through like a massive heart attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he won.
But he didn't eat nachos 3 times a week.
I don't eat nachos 3 times a week. What are you talking about? Last night was a burrito.
If I scrolled through our personal messages and showed every picture of all the food you've taken, I've seen 3 items of food in the last year of knowing you, Mike. Chicken wings, okay?
I go through phases.
Nachos.
Let's see.
Nachos.
Can I load this picture here? So we had friends over last Saturday night. So
Shelby was a badass, Darren. On YouTube. There's a video, an interview with Carol Shelby, and I think it's like the lost interview with Carol Shelby or something like that. It is such a good. It is such a good. And the movie Ford versus Ferrari. That's just a snapshot of that dude's life. I mean, they could make a movie on Carol Shelby and have it be just as exciting as watching Ford versus Ferrari. I mean, the guy was like unreal, and yeah, very rare human being.
Okay,
yeah, it's not focused. No.
It's because it's not my face. See, my face is clear.
It's almost like you're showing porn and they're blurring it out.
Food porn.
Food porn. Since when did they start? Since when did they start blocking food porn? It's just food porn.
It's like Facebook's gotten a hold of our stream or something. It's like, yeah, you can't show that.
It's like if you taking a bite of food and they blur out this part.
You know what I've noticed though? I've been trying to stream on Facebook lately. You know, just when I'm racing or whatever.
All by yourself.
And Facebook keeps taking down my videos. I'm not playing music in it, you know, and they're like, someone has copyrighted this, blah 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 blah. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's me, my fat ass and my rig racing games.
What do you have on the surroundings of your video? Do you have
No, just my gamer tag and my camera. That's it.
Now you got all kinds of fancy shit going on. I've seen your thing. You got like little lightning bolts and you have logo.
Lightning, very very frightening. No, and they've taken down the last 2, and I'm just like, what the hell? What?
I think
I'm so sick of Facebook. I honestly hate Facebook. If it wasn't for our leagues, I would not be on Facebook.
Are you talking about YouTube or Facebook that they take it down?
Facebook.
Oh yeah. Yeah, maybe it's because you're ugly, Mike.
It could be.
I think they have an ugly clause in their thing.
But I can honestly say if it wasn't for our leagues, I wouldn't be on Facebook.
That's so funny that you say that. I have a lifelong friend of mine. Her name's Meredith. We grew up in the same neighborhood, kids, junior high, high school, all the way through.
Did you kiss her?
Anyway, well, no, I mean we're so she posted yesterday. She's going off of Facebook. She's just tired of everybody's negativity and all that stuff. And I was like, God, you know what? I really wish I could get rid of Facebook, but I can't. And she was like, well, why can't you? Is it work? I'm like, kind of. The only reason why I'm on Facebook is for our racing league.
That's honestly, I never post. I very rarely ever post to my own feed.
Like, if I could just narrow my, I wonder if I can just block every person except for, I don't know. I'll have to look into that. But yeah, I mean, life, think about life without Facebook, and all of a sudden you would be back outside. No,
I
you got
miss
tick, you got,
I miss the old school classic internet forums.
well, that's because you're a very dirty man, Michael.
No, like, well, even
Oh,
Canada,
like you're
like,
talking about like remember
like,
the message boards and
not, yeah, message board, like, well, like, inside sim racing or whatever. You know, everyone goes to their forums. So I go for the buy and sell. You know, see what's out there for sale for sim racing equipment. I miss that stuff. You know, I really hate Facebook. I hate, if it honestly, if it wasn't for our leagues and other groups we run, I would not be on it.
yeah, the thing it offers is the accessibility to
Exactly.
several human beings out there, you know, and finding new people.
Hmm.
But you know, and it's weird because I've noticed in life that my communication with like even like family members that are not on Facebook, like I have aunts and uncles and stuff like that that are just like, you know, their phone is still corded to the wall. Okay, they have no interest in getting on Facebook or anything like that. Well, my communication with them has dwindled because of Facebook.
Hmm.
You know, it's almost like why, you know, why don't you know about what's going
And
on in
that's
my
me.
life? Oh, because you're not on.
I'm not a text guy. I'm a call you, let's chat person.
Wish you were a text guy because I, dude, you're just every time I see you, it's like, oh, here we go. I got to be, you know, an hour.
That's you. You talk
No,
so much.
I do,
You're the
I
yappy
do,
one.
I
But no,
know.
I
I'm
hate
talk.
like I have a coworker. She's kind of my boss, and she'll sit there and text and text and text and text. She'll literally send me a text, and I'm 15 feet from her.
That's like my 14-year-old. She's in the room down the hallway, and she'll call me, and I'm like, I hang up on her. She called me right back. I hang up on her. She called me right back. I walk down the hallway, and I open her door, and I go, I'm right here. You can come and talk to me. Okay. I'm not going to take your phone call from the other side of the room. We have a 2,400 square foot house, not a 24,000 square foot house. Okay.
My boss's excuse is, well, at least there's a
Oh,
history
a paper trail. A
a
paper trail.
a paper trail, a history of the conversation. I'm like, not if I delete it.
Well, on her end, she'll have a copy.
And I'll just go, it's not on my phone. Not on my phone. I don't see it. Sorry, you never sent it. Who you sending
Yeah.
that text to?
For some important things, I always communicate via email because I
Yeah,
have
of
to,
course.
you know, I want to make sure that, like, I'm dealing with an insurance company right now, and like, when they call, I don't even want to answer it. I want to send them a message and have them reply back to me in a message. So that way I can go, look, here's all my attempts, here's all this, here's all that, and this is their replies, you know? No questions. But
Do you think Facebook has hurt sim racing?
no,
You don't think so?
no, I think it's made it better. It's brought communities together for sure. Go on there, just type in sim racing.
Oh, I
You'll
know.
scroll for out, you know, for page after page after page of different groups. And you know, you're an admin, you're the creator of one of the biggest sim racing groups, Sim Racing TM. And the you know, you have 23,000,
28,000. There's
28 now.
there's a bigger one. I'm not gonna say names because one of the admins is a friend of mine. But it's just like they just started adding everyone. You know?
Just to get the numbers in there, and then it
Yeah,
turns the page to crap.
yeah, and we're Sim Racers TM, when I took it over, you couldn't talk about Forza, you couldn't talk about GT, Gran Turismo. Those aren't Sims. You couldn't talk about certain games. They're not Sims. I'm sorry, 95% of us started on Gran Turismo. If it wasn't for Gran Turismo, and I'm talking like mid 90s, whatever, before PC sim racing was there, like really there, Gran Turismo was the sim. And I didn't agree with that one rule. And the guy who wouldn't allow it, and when I finally got to take the page over, yeah, see ya, you're gone. He was just so negative. He was like the soup Nazi. No sim racing for you.
For
It
one
real,
week.
huh?
For 1 week.
For 1 week, no soup for you. I'm just like, why? There's no point. Like, why not include these guys? You're not letting people post about something that they're passionate about, and we all are passionate, just because you don't like the name of the title.
Yeah, or yeah. There was a post today that will probably get flagged because I'm sure somebody will report it. But there was, it's a guy. He's got his webcam, you know, like position behind him,
Yeah.
and he's got his little, PS5 or
Yeah.
Xbox wheel controller,
Uh,
and he's got like Gran Turismo or one of them, Forza or whatever, on the screen, and you just see, and you can tell he's like new. He's got the driving aid where they show you the racing line.
yeah.
He's got that turned on, and he's struggling a little bit, but it looks like he's having fun. He's fighting the car and he's trying to stay on the racing line. And the first three comments were from one guy where he was like, "Your driving is shit,"
Yeah.
like,
It
and
was
it's
like
like, dude,
someone, remember, I don't know if you seen it a week and a half ago. A guy posted a video of a girl with cerebral palsy, and she's always wanted to drive. So her
oh, that's right,
sis
yeah,
her sister bought her
otter,
A G 29 or G Logitech wheel and
yeah,
set
yeah,
it up for her
and so she can just drive,
just so
yeah,
she can just
just
drive.
right.
You know how many people wanted me to take that post down? I kept getting every day. It was like, take it down. It's not sim racing.
It's
I'm like,
one of the coolest stories
like,
ever.
shut up. That post is staying. I should pin it just to piss you off. You know, it's
I
people like that
agree.
who annoy me.
I agree.
It's a cool story. This and
And I love the guys.
yeah, the smile on her face. Like, she couldn't really drive, and she's trying, and she's barely got her foot on the
Hey,
pedal,
look,
but she's
look. I
trying.
watched. She was on the track. She
Yeah,
stayed on the track,
she is probably driving better than
which is
half the
better
guys
than
in the group.
exactly. And then not only that, but there's also another guy on the group who has some kind of. He just said he has a physical condition.
Mm.
Um, and he got a Fanatec setup with
The paddle, yeah.
with the paddles,
Who
and
was
so
making
now he
those? Was it 3D Rapid was making them?
they make one. They do offer one,
Yeah.
but Fanatec now has
Oh, the clutch.
their
They can use the
podi.
clutch.
Well,
Yes.
it's got
Yeah.
four analog
Yeah.
paddles,
Yeah.
so you can actually make some of them into. Look, those guys who have some kind of physical ailment, something that deprives them from using all their faculties, okay,
Yeah.
all of their legs or whatever. It has got to be a sense of freedom and fun when you can actually get out there and find something to be competitive in, and I'm all for it, man. And I love seeing the videos of these guys out there overcoming their challenges, and everybody should get behind them, and manufacturers should be right there to help them.
I think so, but I can see a lot of them going, it's such a small percentage. Who cares? Who cares how
Every
small this? Who cares how small the percent? Like right there, Darren says the SimMagic GT4 with the clutches. You could use those clutches as a pedal and a brake.
My first racing wheel had a throttle brake, and I was bloody fast with it. It
Yeah,
was it was difficult to shift and use it at the same time. But I'm
yeah.
sure some of these guys have such incredible talent and ability. They'll
It's all
figure out how to
it's
shift
all
and
it's
how
all
to.
it's all muscle memory. It comes down to
Yep,
muscle memory. They'll
yep.
figure it out the easiest way from to drive, brake, clutch, and shift up and shift down. It's all muscle memory. It won't take long. It takes like less than a week. It's like I can race in VR and I know where every button on my button box is. I don't even have to look down.
The community stories I love the most are the ones where you see there was one recently. There's a sim racing DIY page, and there's guys out there that are on there from like Africa where they don't
Yeah.
have accessibility to the components and maybe even just the funds to be able to afford it, and they're building their own direct drive wheels with these
Well,
like industrial
there's a
motors.
guy there's a guy out of Vietnam. Remember I said about a month and a half ago I was trying a new software for my direct drive wheel?
Yeah,
This guy has literally made a direct drive wheel out of stuff he could buy in Vietnam.
I
He
think I
started
saw it. Was it in a wooden box?
Yeah,
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 yeah. He built
you
the
know.
casing out of wood, and there was a bunch of people that were jumping right on and giving advice, and there was some guys going, "Oh my God, I wouldn't trust that thing, this and that." But somebody stepped up and sent that guy, I think, an entire setup, like a
Yeah.
920 setup, and the look of happiness on that guy's face, it's priceless. You know what I
Well,
mean? This is.
that's the one good thing about our community. They will pitch in to help someone who needs something
I
for the most
agree.
part. For the most
I
part.
agree.
You
Yeah.
know, I've done it. I've personally done it um for guys in the group and guys in other groups where listen, they really need something for their rig or I know Richard from SimLab has definitely given probably thousands and thousands of euros away for guys who need stuff.
Yeah, that would be great, Darren, if you could find out who that guy was, because now there's options, and RC guys are incredible, man. Like I was watching a YouTube video the other day. Some like championship RC driver has his little camera mounted on the top of the car, and he's hauling ass around this indoor track, and oh, the video is great because he would go off like a double jump and then it would just go into slow motion, and you would see the different things he was doing with the wheels to get the car to correct. And I was like, holy shit, man, those guys are so fast. And yeah, I love RC cars. Those were always a passion of mine. But yeah, Darren, that's a if we knew now, or yeah, know now what we knew, or knew then what we know now. Yeah, there would have been a really happy dude being able to take part in this kind of stuff with us.
Just gonna
But I love it.
share. I'm gonna share a link to Darren Ganji's website there. This is where I bought my SimMagic Alpha. So take a look there. If you guys are looking for new wheel, new pedals, even motion, he's got the PT actuators.
Yeah, he's got basically everything you need. He's got a new uh, aluminum profile chassis, the SimMotion Art rig with seat. I think right around $675, under $700 an extruded rig and seat. He's got all the Sim Magic products. M10. I don't think he has any in stock right now, but he's got to be re-upping soon. Pedals. I know he's got pedals,
Belt pedals, and
and
newer simulations.
and you know what else? It's Darren Ganji from Inside Sim Racing, folks.
The Silver Fox himself.
Love him or hate him.
we've got to make a an icon for Darren Ganji in the chat. And
We need
anytime he
like a
and anytime he says something, we'll have a thing pop up. It'll just be him going pew pew.
what Darren should be doing is going, "Hey, sim racing guys, you should be a segment on Inside Sim Racing." Because we're two goofy ass, guys that
And
could
we could
take up
take
some of
any
your.
we could take up any topic and bring it into sim racing somehow.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
did it. We
We can
just did
we
it.
can turn your nacho. We can talk about nachos and your.
We need to do the ISR show. Okay, when are we gonna do it? Next week? Okay, let's do it
Yeah,
next week. Let's do it
yeah.
next week.
See, that's the problem, Darren. Is that we have time on our hands to do this. Like we're here almost every Sunday.
Almost. Oh, what are we at? We're at 11 o'clock. We got a couple more minutes here. Anything else we need to talk about?
Let's see.
I would really love to get a sim
Oh, you
racer.
just did some time on Assetto Corsa Competizione the other day, and I haven't tried it since the update. Is
Oh,
it
you haven't?
noticeable? No.
I was doing it to try out the new wheel, and right out of the box, base settings, it actually feels really good. It really feels really good. And I've oh, see,
Let's talk. I want to hear more. Like I know you haven't had much time on there, Mike, but
so last month I've been having an issue with Race Room where it just wouldn't load. As soon as I loaded on VR, it would crash. Well, there's a sim racer in our Exiled UK group, Old Man Melvin, we call him. Old
no,
Man
Melvin.
Melvin. Melvin,
I
good.
know Melvin.
He's a good crack. He's always a good laugh. But the guy's like 125 years old.
Yeah, yeah.
He
I guessed.
found out and you know me, I'm usually the one helping everyone out. This old bastard messaged me. He goes, I know your issue. This is what you have to do. It was something to do in my Pimax. It was a setting that you had to turn off.
Oh.
And the second I turned it off, boom, game worked fine.
And how was? I mean, did it just work?
So worked right out of the box, perfect. And I've been reading some guys have been having issues with the Sim Magic getting it to work in iRacing. It found it right away. It
Huh.
like literally, you have to turn the wheel, and just as it's about to lock, and it'll go ka-chink, and then boom, it finds the wheel. So I think a lot of guys
Because
are just doing. A lot of guys are just doing this. Why isn't it reading my wheel? You have to literally go to full lock, and just as at full lock, go ka-chink, it'll pop and go back. That's what you have to do, and it found it right away.
yeah, as everybody with a G29 starts snapping their wheels because no, but I found that to be kind of the case with Automobilista too. I
You gotta do the
think
same thing with Automobilista. Yeah,
it's like you're turning right. It says turn right to to recognize to
yeah.
bind the assignment, and you're going right, 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 right. Why is it not finding it? But as soon as you start coming back, it's like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, well,
Yeah.
why doesn't it just tell you to turn left instead? you know?
But no, it was.
Oh,
I think with Automobilista with my OSW, I used to just do this.
oh yeah.
You know, it was weird. Or too many multiple inputs noticed when you're trying to do it. I'm like, well, the only thing that's plugged in is my damn wheel.
Darren says that wheel thing is a
It's
bug
always
with.
been a Project Cars bug. Don't get me started on Project Cars, Darren.
Please don't.
Don't get me started.
But I like. I don't know why I'm not. I am having so much fun in R Factor right now. And Automobilista, like I jump over to it. There's just some things that I don't like about it. The cars in Automobilista, I think they did a really good job with a baseline setup on those cars. So there's almost no desire to go in and start trying to tweak
No.
the hell out of it.
And
Where
I
in
think
R Factor, I find myself in the setup going,
yeah.
okay, I need to do this, I need to
And
do
same
that.
with
I'm not sure
ACC.
why.
Same with ACC. Like the baseline setup in ACC, you could race with it, you could drive with it, but you're not going to win with the baseline setup.
No,
You
no,
know, there's
no,
no
because
way you're going to win.
everybody's style is different, right?
Yeah. You
Like your
know,
braking zones and your throttle inputs are always, going to vary. But
what car are you driving in our DTM league? Have you decided?
the Audi, I think.
Okay. I have a setup.
I have one too. I was turning 115.2 as my fastest lap at Atlanta, Road
Let me
Atlanta.
see what I've been doing. I think I'm like 119, but I only ran like 2 or 3 laps yesterday. I'll get on
Well,
it today.
yeah, you got to work out the fuel, and I really want our guys in the league to understand, like, get your shit together this week. get the cars, understand them, know how to do a pit stop, do all that stuff. Because I hate it when you're like 10 minutes before the race and like, oh, what do I have to do? I have to set up this or that. That goes for you too, Ganji.
Yeah, Ganji, just because you're the silver fox doesn't mean we're going to help you.
I haven't seen Ganji on track at all. At
Has
all.
he posted a time? I don't even know if he's posted. Oh, you know what? I can't check. I
No,
have to.
no, he hasn't.
He
No, he
hasn't, of
hasn't.
course not.
He hasn't even been. He hasn't even been
Wait a
on
sec.
track.
That was the deal. Oh yeah, it was. I forgot. He's like, I don't have time. Don't worry, we'll send you a setup. I remember
That's
that in
on
the
you,
chat.
Mike. That's on you, Mike. I believe in putting the
You.
work in, buddy.
This is gonna be an easiest setup.
Well,
Ganji's
Mike,
gonna
you
send
got
to me. We're gonna
Ganji. You got to get it. We got the server up live all day today. You can jump on track with us at any time.
Are you kidding me? He's got to go to the old folks' home. He's got to pick up some broads.
Oh boy,
He's going.
Ganji, don't take that shit.
He's going for the buffet. Hey, fucker. Which one's got one foot in the grave and one foot in a banana peel? That's what he's going to check.
Oh boy, Ganji, don't take that shit.
Uh, so
I
yeah, no.
think,
Today's gonna be a
yeah.
tuning day for the wheel, at least
Okay,
for a few
cool.
hours, and
Okay.
then I get tuned out.
Like
Possibly, possibly. I have a girlfriend, by the way, but does she know she's your girlfriend, Darren? That's the question. Are you Facebook official? I'm waiting for his comment. Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
Jeez. Does she know your strange obsession with toys, like sim racing gear? Does she know about that yet? Have you showed her your pleasure room?
That's always a scary thing if you're ever in a new relationship. It's like that sim rig room. You kind of hold that off to the very end. You know, you wait until they're locked in. You wait until they actually text you back.
Really, dude?
Oh, Mike, you're in trouble now.
I
You're in
have
trouble
two.
now. I have
Two girlfriends.
no, two toys, two pleasure rooms, two houses.
Can you see mine in the background there? Hold on, let me turn off the blur here. 1 second.
Oh, here we go. Self-gratuitous.
Oops, that's the wrong one.
No, two rigs, dorks.
There we go.
Yeah, I know.
There's my two. 1, 2.
That's not even, that other one's not even yours.
It is now.
Why?
It's my new track bike.
What?
Mm-hmm.
So this is what you do. You tell the wife, my friend's bringing this bike over to store for the winter.
Shut up. She can hear you.
And then all of a sudden, it's like a year later, and she's like, hey, Summer, why are you working on that motorcycle, Mike? Yours is the red one, not the black one. So you got to track. What track are you going to go on?
There's like 3. There's one on the island here. There's two on the mainland I can go to, and then there's one. Well, it's Portland. I really want to do Portland. I haven't done Portland in a while.
Yeah, have you been on Portland before?
Years ago.
Oh.
Over 12, 13 years ago.
The big ones out here by me are Chuckwalla.
I've done Willow Springs, Laguna Seca, and
Oh.
Thunder Hill.
Oh. I don't even know what Thunder Hill is. What's Thunder Hill? I don't know where that is. Don't look at me like that, Mike. But yeah, Chuckwalla and what was the other one?
Thunder Hill Raceway is.
Yeah, I don't know where that one is. Is that in
It's by San Francisco.
Oh.
Yeah,
Sonoma. There's Sonoma up there. I like
Actually,
Sonoma too.
I don't think Sonoma would be good for a bike.
Do we have Sonoma for RF2? Is there a Sonoma
Yeah,
track
there's
for
a Sonoma for
RF2?
up to. Yeah, yeah.
It's always been a fun track. I like that track. I like the elevation
I love
change.
it's great on race room. Race room's got it down pat perfect.
I got to get back on race room and give it a try.
You do.
I just tried the DTM cars the other day, but
Timothy McGee posted in our group. What's Timmy talking about today?
well, probably wants to know.
Oh yeah, he needs Photoshop. I gotta give him Photoshop.
Oh,
I'll do that today.
all right. Well,
So
guys,
thanks for
we're an
watching.
hour in.
5 minutes.
Thank you.
If Darren was actually on the show, we'd probably go for 2.5 hours because that guy just fucking talks about everything. But we love
Such a
him.
liar, Mike. You're such a liar.
Well, no, that's true. The last time he was on, we were on almost 2 hours.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was
But he was gone for like 400 years, so everyone needed to catch up.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So,
But let's talk with Darren. Let's see if we can collaborate a little bit. I have a vision. I have a vision, my friend, and it'll bring a little bit of life. It's alive.
we need to get you out of the bedroom, though.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I'm working on it. That's why I'm going to Tennessee, man. We're looking at like 13 acres of land out there, and
That's
then
like gonna be like 5 years, you said.
Yeah, but
We could do
it'll
fly
be
out just for the shows. I gotta go to Tennessee for the day.
okay. So there's a little light at the end of the tunnel. The 24-year-old daughter is 25 now. She is moving out in like 2 months. She's going to Texas with her company to go work in Texas. So yeah, I'll have my own little studio room.
Do I have to come down there and help you set it up?
Nah, that's all right. You don't have to
I'm
come
gonna still come down and help you set it up.
That's fine. You can come down.
It's just gonna be knock, knock, knock. Hey, buddy, I'm here.
Shit, honey, get the nachos in the oven.
You are fat.
Make that 2 plates.
How awesome would that be to do our podcast?
Tell you what, let me tell you what. I would cook you food like those wings, those nachos that you show me wouldn't even hold a candle to what I can do for you, buddy.
Listen,
listen.
You don't know what you're talking about. You should just shut your mouth right now.
I got skills, brother. I got skills.
So do I. So do I. Don't even diss my food.
Well, how about this?
Don't
You're
even
coming to my house. You're coming to my house. You're eating my food.
Have you seen the size of my barbecue?
I've got a huge ass barbecue.
It's not as big as mine. I compensate with this thing.
You're in a condo. Half of your yard is the barbecue.
We are done. Actually, half my yard is my barbecue and the smoker. I'll
barbecue converts to a.
I would fucking hope so. You can outcook both of us. You started in a fucking fire pit back 200 years ago.
Oh, Darren, I think I'm older than you.
Are you?
I don't know.
I'm the
probably
baby.
close.
I'm the baby in the group. I'll be 42 in July.
I'll be 49 in September. But yeah, Darren, you can cook, huh, buddy?
That's how he gets all the ladies. Mm-hmm. That's how he slays them. He's like, let me show you my grilling skills.
I cooked in a kitchen for a year, in a commercial kitchen for a year, so I got skills, brother. And then, but I don't have a Traeger, so I need my neighbor across the street has a Traeger. He cooked up some brisket a few weeks ago, man. Oh, dude, it was so good, man. So good.
I have a smoker. I did it twice last year. It's just so much work.
Mike and Darren, I have a question for both of you guys. And I'm just noticing this because I'm sitting here at my rig, and during the whole broadcast, I'm just constantly pressing on my pedals, okay? And I'm looking at my Husqvarna clutch, and as I depress the clutch, it's got a little arm that's supposed to flip up.
Hold
Do you know
on.
what I mean? Darren knows
Yeah,
what I
it
mean.
comes up. Yep.
Mine doesn't come up.
Do you have it
Look,
set up right?
probably not, but look,
You got something loose there.
something loose. Do you like my my my
Let me
carbon
see. Let me
fiber
see.
wrap?
All we see is blur. Okay, hit your pedal again. Yeah, screw loose. Yeah, something's loose.
What do you
So
mean?
see those two screws that are on the top
Yeah,
on the bottom of that arm there, that the
yeah.
cantilever. Tighten those.
Okay. Screw loose. I don't know if you guys are talking about the pedals or the user.
I meant in the head. See, I always have my trusty Allen keys. They're like all over my garage here. Like there's the two I need for my rig.
Yeah, I got mine right here.
Anyone who's got an 80/20 rig, T T handle Allen keys, godsend. Yeah, yeah, T
That's
handles.
all I need right there.
Once you go T handles, that's. You want to see my new face mask? I'm a
You
Jeep
don't
guy.
want to hear. Yeah,
I'm a Jeep
whatever.
guy. Whatever.
Mine.
Okay, we're just grabbing for straws here. We're done for the day. Everyone,
Yeah.
thanks for watching. We have a bunch of viewers in the group. If you just joined us, as soon as I hit stop, go back and watch us from the beginning because there's a lot of information in today's stream and we had a lot of fun. Darren sticking his nose in whenever he can. Other than that, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for watching the Sim Racing guys. I'm Mike.
I'm Mike. Actually, I'm Cammy. He's Tanty. So if you're ever seeing us online or anything like that, you see Mr. Cammy, that's me. So anyway,
I don't think they go to those sites you regular reader
oh, I put something else in there when I'm. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining us again for another episode of the Sim Racing guys, and we will hopefully see you guys next week. As long as my trip to Nashville
When are you
goes
supposed to be back? You
okay.
supposed to be Saturday? Friday or Saturday you're back?
I don't even know. The wife just tells me where to go. She just points me like,
Tell you
okay,
what,
go.
if you don't come back in time, maybe me and Darren will just do the show.
Bullshit.
It'd be the Mike and Darren show.
Bullshit.
Or you could join us on your phone on Discord. I'm in Tennessee. But I think it'll probably be the Mike and Darren show next week, guys. So if you want to tune in next week to watch Mike and Darren, oh, we gotta do it on ISR. That's right, we gotta do it on ISR. So I'm gonna go. If
Oh
you're gonna
no
miss
no no
out,
no no
buddy.
no! I'm gonna
You're
be
gonna miss
back. I'll be back. I'll be back. I'm gonna be back on either Friday or Saturday. I can't remember which day we're flying back. She told me it was like the same trip as we were trying last time, which meant we came back Friday. But I heard her say something about Saturday. So either way, uh, bullshit. I will be back, and it could be Mike, and Darren. Okay.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.